And we're here. Oh man, why wasn't he wearing a suit?
Jeez,
I love the look on his face, just like, why are you here? Why is the spirit haunting me in my last hours?
What this shit about?
Yeah. He met J.D. Vance once and decided to die.
Statistically speaking, 100% of all popes that have met J.D. Vance died hours after. That is a statistical fact.
There you go. So anyway, we're live.
I can't dispute it.
And you guys heard it here first. It's an indisputable fact.
It's going to be on CNN in 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's going to be the top story. Welcome to Into the Runeverse, our horror comedy campaign, of which we are a decent amount of ways along in, but we are in the finale of our current arc, having to do with hags and curses. More of a classic horror trope than more modern ones that we're used to. But we have hunted down the arch-hag, Odessa Thornheart, come to her own personal corner of the feywilds, and you guys have been, I don't know if it's a good time, but you've been having a time. There's been a lot of acid, there's been a lot of illusions, there's been a lot of zombies. Not a lot of teapots.
Cauldron.
I know there was the tea house.
Oh, yeah, they had the cauldron.
The cauldron.
Would you like some tea? No.
No.
No, I'm good.
No.
Not touching that.
And last time, you guys spent the night in a cabin after discovering upstairs there was a kid chained to the floor. They seemed to be sleeping on a cot, or like at the floor with like some raggedy old blankets next to where the crone that you guys fought within this place was also staying. Learning that his name was Terreigh, you, Sirmia gained their trust, kind of. They at least felt safe around her. And
his terrible decision-making skills.
You guys stayed the night,
Persuasive on accident.
and you all had some pretty nasty dreams as a hag infect your mind, keeping you from gaining a full night's rest. But in the evening, while Cassidy was kind of blacked out on werewolf hype, you guys, the party, met with the tall man in your dreams, presenting you the offer that he's presented Cassidy twice, putting a third time on the table. As you guys were on the precipice of...
Where was I? Where was I for the first 2 times they came? Asleep?
Well, first 2 times.
Werewolf specifically in his dreams.
Yeah.
Who was not listening to logic here?
Well, first time was outside of that gate. The gate to the what? Why is it slipping from me? The grotto. The grotto.
Oh.
That one grotto.
Yeah, in Morse.
He appeared to just me both times during the day, but third time it was when he appeared to all of you.
And you all spoke your mind to Cassidy. He eventually listened and agreed, and the tall man met with all of you.
Came to reason.
Removing, kind of violently, maybe a little hot if you're into that sort of thing, the curse from Cassidy, and shifting into a physical form from that. This one, at least as you see him now, was that of a well-to-do halfling in a velvet purple suit. And they bid you all adieu, thanked you, and said they would see each other again, and left. Cassidy, seemingly free of the curse now, felt a weight off his chest.
Keyword seemingly.
Listen, I'm not
Free of this curse.
I'm never going to use empiricals as a DM unless we're all totally sure. Because if I go back on it, you guys will be like, no, oh, you said, and I'm going to be like, you're right.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Correct. But we got video evidence now, unfortunately, so...
It doesn't fucking matter in today's society.
You know,
Look
you're
at
right.
this video evidence. I'm still voting for him.
Yeah. Oh my god. perfect music ting. And Sirmia, I guess you guys all questioned him, and he pointed out on the hill, kind of guided by a green light, through this hilly, almost swamp Appalachia landscape to get to Odessa. Maybe a day's journey. That's where we left off.
And then you also point out that with Sirmia's perception, she noticed that the boy kind of looked like Cassidy.
Looked a little bit like Cassidy. That's where we left off. That was the button. But Sirmia, you're the only one that noticed that. I don't know if you say anything. But they are still sticking close to you. They are still weary around the recently changed one. He was asleep for the deal with the tall man, but he was awake for the events of the curse removal. So a little eyes bugged out, a little like, what the fuck did I just watch happen?
Get used to it.
We're all just like, he thought that was traumatic.
Yeah. Let's tell you about the tale of the minced monk.
Let's change the subject.
You ever seen a rib cage sucked out through a
Do you ask them that?
I mean, to drown out the other question.
And this is why Sirmia is doing well. For one moment, she's just like, oh, God.
From the rainy chain? I mean, it's kind of...
Do I know? Let's be honest. Probably not. I'm just here for the ride.
Oh, what were you going to say? Do I know?
I don't know where the rainy chain is.
I mean, you guys traveled through
I've
there.
seen. Yeah, I know we've traveled through there, and I've definitely seen it on a map. But
She's been there. She
Yeah.
doesn't know that she's been there. I don't know where that is. You were
let's
literally
be
there
honest.
last week.
we could have been there last week, and how am I supposed to know? There are so many places.
There's a lot of islands. I get it.
I only remember the most important ones. Tabula.
You been to Tabula?
I like how that's the only island that matters. The only thing that matters is Tabula.
Such a New Yorker. It's fine. I get it. It's Tabula.
Beligar.
There you go.
Actually, never
That's
did
the other
know
big
one.
city. So, what do you guys want to do?
Keep walking.
All right. I need a survival check from everybody.
Don't forget, or Mort,
13.
Mort, Talani, and is Julian currently with us? Or
Oh,
no?
yeah. So, Sirmia, it's weird because 19. Thank you. You got a 13. What'd you get, Cassidy?
Oh, hold on. All right, that is a 21.
All right. What'd you get, Ran, Mari?
Uno momento. I couldn't access the internet for a moment, so
Not
I'm
a
just
problem.
getting
It's fine.
my survival, right?
Yeah. I'm sure it's a lot.
Is 15 a lot?
Okay.
It's better than
15
me.
is standardly passing. On general DC checks.
Let me see what. It's is it
Kalani
Dex?
did not do well.
Survival,
Survival's wisdom.
wisdom.
It
Okay.
wasn't nat 1 bad, but it wasn't good.
11 for Mare.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
You're
on the
going
dice,
Oh.
in jail already.
and whatever.
My dice is already
Or
being-
added.
So,
Sent to jail.
overall,
Not, I don't know. If
consider it a success. As you guys begin to traverse through the Feywilds, what effects is everybody under, by the way? Does anybody have any spells cast on them right now? I think you have an exhaustion level. That might be it.
I thought we had a long rest.
Yeah.
He had one from beforehand.
Oh,
that he's been
okay.
fighting off.
So I still have one level of
Yeah,
exhaustion.
you had two. Everybody else had one.
Okay.
We managed to get rid of
Right.
some people's
Um,
exhaustion.
Yeah, everybody's
Yours might be
exhaustion
gone
except
now.
for the boy who has several levels still, and Cassidy who has 1.
Okay.
Because of the long rest that we managed to achieve.
I don't suppose.
Did we all get a long rest, or was it just...
Everybody got a long rest
Because of
because
the
the
hat
deal
guy.
was with the tall man that he'll
Okay.
provide you.
So I didn't need to use my 5th level spell slots to...
But you regained them all
greater
back.
restoration. But yeah, I summoned Jessica, I remember that, and formed a hag coven with her and Mort. True Sight. And then she casts Arcane Eye.
Okay. So. Damn it! I wanted a different scene. As you kind of like
Guys
cast,
do too much.
as you like
We're in
cast
the
Arcane
Feywild.
Eye.
I'm scared.
No, I get it. As you cast you summon her. You guys cast your spells. You cast True Sight. You look, and you realize like you got in the cabin. True Sight dropped. Everything kind of like went. That battle within the cabin was kind of towards the end of a lot of your guys' hour-long stuff anyway. As you cast True Sight, was she here for the tall man? Jessica? Or did you do that after?
That was after.
No.
That was
Okay.
after.
So, it's like, whew, shit, the tall man. You look at everybody, you see Julie and Krista, all your friends. Summon Jessica. You guys do your magic.
She looks at
And
the
as
tall
you
man.
cast True Sight, you look over and you see Cassidy, Mort, Braddock, Ron, Mare, Terreigh, Talani. Krista and Julian are not there when you cast True Sight.
What the fuck? Wait, they're here though, right?
To everybody else, it looks like they're here. But when you cast True Sight, they disappear from your sight.
But, like, can I see them in some fashion?
You can, so you kind of like have to blink for a second, and it starts to come into focus. It seems to be some sort of illusion spell.
Imposters!
What?
I'll point at them. I'll point at them.
Wow, they rolled really bad on. Roll and intimidate or persuasion or.
Okay.
Yeah,
35.
Okay, I was just gonna see if the.
See if you nat one.
As you do that, they like, and they shloop down to like these tiny little. Oh, I have a little. Where is he?
You're killing the trees.
No, that's her.
This is why I murder trees.
They're called little
Because
gazers,
of them.
but they're like tiny little beholder things. They're literally like
Oh.
this big.
Attack.
Yeah.
They immediately like whack, retreat.
Does a 21 hit?
25 hit?
24.
13. God, I'm rolling like shit. I told you I was gonna roll like hot ass
to one of
today.
them.
Oh wait, yeah. Why re-roll that? Same roll.
The gas station that we stopped at today didn't have
16
my snack,
force.
and they didn't have the right soda. And I told Mike this was gonna throw me off my
that
game.
was actually a 26 of the roll. Plus my 7. 20 damage.
I did think it was weird that Julian got here randomly.
I made sure to wait till your true seeing was dropped. Not to let my fun be wasted like that. Yeah, so both of them, they're not super needy creatures, but they're, as the gazer name might imply, really good at seeing things and spotting things, scouting things, relaying information about things.
They're beholding.
And pretty much as soon as they are revealed and try to escape, everybody just... There's like green parts everywhere. I'm trying to find... I got a little mini dude of him and he's so cute.
Ow.
Let's see here. Gazer. Oh, that image is so ugly.
That was a lot of work for a very little reward.
Here we go.
It's so worth it.
I'll find the way cuter version of this, but they both kind of look like this. I mean, they're the hags, so they look more like this. But
I would like
but
to
they're
take
only
one
like
as a pet.
this. Like the head is only this big, and the stalks are like, so they're like house cat size.
You'd think
but
they'd be cool because of their name. Shoot your gazer beam.
and you guys just like slice them in half. Some of the eye stalks go like splurting off.
Ew.
But they're both defeated, though
heave.
they've likely been spying on you since
Last night.
Since the cabin.
Since like a full 24 hours, I guess.
Um,
Not that we did anything.
about 10 hours.
Not that we did something super important during the walk here.
I tried rolling 2 dice, and both of them suck. I'm putting all of these dice are going into jail.
That's 2 less people to worry about.
That's right.
as that happens,
Keep knocking them down.
Terry
No,
like
everybody else is real.
as you guys like smash these things, Terry kind of like, whoa, like, wow, okay, you guys know what you're doing.
That was no effort.
He's kind of like Talani's.
Yeah, that was only 1/3 of my turn.
He's sticking with Talani.
Oh yeah,
As you guys-
I took one attack.
Oh, don't worry, little one.
Come now, Kinda. As you guys descend down this rock wall, keeping your eyes peeled with the true sight working, the camera pans to...
Before you do that, as we're walking, people can easily see that, like, as he's walking, Cassidy clearly has, like, tears of joy coming down his eyes because it's, at least as far as he can tell, it's, the curse is finally done with.
Tears of joy.
Yeah, we're not out of the
Down
woods
his
yet.
face.
Let's just wait until you fall asleep.
What do we
or
theorize
something
is the evolution of the curse, guys? First we started
Tarrasque.
Tarrasque. Okay, so monster shifting is what we're going to go. Well, no, we had monster shifting.
I mean, he
before.
did shift into a monster.
Yeah, we
previous
already
to
had
this.
this.
Well,
so we
I
went from
I checked to make sure there wasn't any magic lingering on me.
intelligent to douche.
They left a little bit
That's
of
a
chest hair.
monster.
They left some magical chest
so
hair.
is this going to be another variation of monster shifting? That's right. So yeah, Tarrasque. Yeah.
So what's worse than a werewolf?
What if-
a Tarrasque?
What if his curse is he transforms into Grailmore now?
You
You are
become
cursed to
Kenny,
die
you
every
just
night.
die and get reborn every day. Like, that's your groundhog.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny!
Oh god, that would be such.
But
that
we
would be a
all
terrible
know it's
curse.
happening. That's the thing.
It's-
It's not like we all
You turn into
forget.
Grailmore and then you die.
As soon as he turns into Grailmore, he just jumps
Now,
into
see,
the
that-
You
nearest
guys been
sharp
reading your
thing.
DM notes?
Yeah, no, I was about to say, there's a DM thing for you, TJ. The Grailmore curse, where you slowly turn into Grailmore over the course of a week, and
then
at the
you
end of the
feel
week, you
compelled
feel.
to jump into a meat grinder.
You're just drawn like a moth to the flame of anything.
No matter,
that
it's like Final Destination. No matter how hard you might be able to avoid it, like, slipped down a hill, rolled into a wood chipper. Like, thought you were fine, didn't know they were cutting.
Oh,
they
you
were
nicked
doing
your
logging
finger
down
on that,
hill.
you're gonna get infected.
It's
Yeah.
like straight out of Pulp Fiction. Like
Yes.
you shoot like 10 arrows and they all manage to miss him, and then a
Yep.
meteor hits him.
Yes.
You guys are the reason I'm gonna have to go into therapy.
The witch's
Wait,
curse
yeah.
isn't one?
We should all be in therapy. Jessica is a licensed therapist.
Sit on my couch.
She does cost a 6th level spell slot though, so if you would like her services, you have to pay me enough for a 6th level spell slot.
Oh shit.
I'm worth the effort.
And then you also have to pay her going rate.
I also accept HSA. EBT.
Yeah.
What do you do a cash discount?
No.
Sure. I mean, no. I actually work exclusively in credit card numbers. I'm not gonna tell you where the swiper is.
Small fetish dolls.
And shady favors.
Welcome to Jessica Shady Licensing Therapy.
It's absolutely like an accident lawyer and therapy building. It's this little corner of the Feywild that's only hers, and you have to like get access to it.
She's got a big billboard.
She's got just like the grumpiest, like just like
Billboards on the Feyway.
imp who works for her, who's just like he should have retired like 3 centuries ago, and he just looks like
Jordan.
he just looks like a sack of like mashed potatoes being pinched by the top. Yep.
And he sounds like Jordan Peterson.
Well, you know, technically, if we were to look at the intermolecular polarity of the sun... Shut up! It's like,
She's got one of those, like,
go make me coffee! Yeah.
I'm in session.
injured in an accident, call 1-800-1-HAG.
I love it. 1-800-1-HAG. We got it. Hey, that's it.
We'll make it a manifest destiny. I'll make it happen. I can see my dream.
Manifesting
your money.
Manifest destiny. She somehow just went from accident lawyer to colonial expansionist. She's taking over the Feywilds one injury at a time.
And now we know how she's doing it too.
With your guys' help.
Exploiting the bird
Yeah. Anyway.
Tangent over.
Tangent over.
Scott
As you guys
Scorch,
have a good
tactics.
laugh and learn about your business aspirations,
It's fun
You
having
kind of
mystery
reach-
friends.
you go over a few hills again. It's very heavily
Really is
forested,
every
so it's
now.
hard to get a clear shot of like another
Talking to people who know history.
vantage point.
It's really nice every now.
It's also really
Because even with flying, the terrain is difficult. Just with vines and foliage. And
Foliage.
the canopy. But you eventually get to a hill crest, and you can see, you're closer to the green light, but you can see there looks to be a small, like you can see just the top of a building, some sort of structure, maybe a 10-minute walk over there.
Yeah, how long has it been?
About 2 hours. It looks like what looks like there's a fire coming out of what looks like a chimney.
But we wouldn't have expected to arrive.
Not there yet. You can see the green light is still in the distance.
I'm gonna use my invisibility vision to see if there are any invisible creatures hiding or following us.
There are will-o-wisps everywhere. In terms of your... Oh, well, now we're all dead. Odessa's here.
Oh. Shit.
As you hear the death knell.
Hey, Cora.
Oh god, we have to fight this giant cat now, don't we?
Yeah, if we
She's
just
the
let it
worst
sit for
one
a second,
here.
he'll go.
She's
she'll
the
go away.
biggest
She's
of,
the one the rest of the animals are afraid of.
She's the biggest of the bad guys.
Dude, like, Catilia will start shit with her, and then she's like, you know what, I don't want this smoke. And Cora will...
She's the biggest of the bad guys.
Dude, like, Catilia will start shit with her, and then she's like, you know what, I don't want this smoke. And Cora will hunt that bitch down.
While you guys were gone, Laura started getting into it when I was up. Started getting into it. Catilia heard them and immediately went down there like, oh, I am so going to be a part of this.
I'll kill all of you!
She probably got kicked in the face immediately.
RKO out of nowhere. She just flies down.
Anyway.
Lap is back, it's warmer.
Nothing seems to be aggressively following you. There's the will-o-wisps that seem to be trailing around you. There's a sort of gaining number of them. But it's not like a swarm, but they seem to be following you. Do you continue on to the house, or do you continue on a different path around it?
Switching over to X-ray vision to see if I can see what's inside the house.
So you go toward... It's maybe like a 10-minute walk away if you head towards it.
Okay, well then switching over to magic vision to see if I can like see like any magical traps laid around or...
everything is glowing.
Blinded by
The
light.
trees, yeah, it's like when you walk outside on a cloudless sunny day with the snow on the ground. And so it's like, oh, everything is like cranked up to like 200 watts. As long as you guys seem to stay on this small footpath, there doesn't seem to be anything upon the path itself. The house, as you guys kind of like pass it in the clearing, for all of you, it looks like a pretty standard house. Kind of reminds you of Amberwood houses. Cassidy, as you pass it, you guys just see Cassidy stop in his tracks. It's your childhood.
Oh, fuck.
And you can see it's just like you remember it.
Perfect shot of her butt.
I will show you my
This
butthole.
is porn. This is porn.
Somebody
You must
just
pay
switched,
extra
yeah.
for
Someone just switched to this on Twitch, and we're like,
Oh, she hit it.
Oh, the cats.
hide
Oh,
your
now
shame.
you get shy.
What we
didn't
call
know.
a tease, ladies and gentlemen.
I look at Terry.
is she gonna hit me with that sword?
No,
Oh.
no.
Why did you pause so long on that?
Admittedly, she's hit a lot of things with that sword.
Okay. He kind of hides.
But then I verbally say to anyone like, okay, I
So
don't
he
know
doesn't
what
recognize
sort of trickery she's going into, but this is my childhood home.
She knows your mind, man.
But not anymore. Curse is gone.
She can still know your freaking mind from back then.
She's been in there for a while.
Yeah,
She's been living in that head rent free for a
Now
long
that-
time, baby.
Obviously,
can't argue with that.
now that she's been out of your head for 3 hours, you're obviously an entirely different person.
That's what I thought before.
I should diversify my investments.
I've really grown and
She
matured.
leaves instantly vested 401k.
Woke up
Stock
already done.
options.
Our hag's bothering
Has
you.
a
Yeah, thanks, bothering you.
Has been reading up on how to get into a 0% tax bracket.
Come down to Cassidy Morium's Wonder Emporium, where we have exactly what you need to deal with hags.
I'm Jessica Helga, and I approve this message.
You might be wondering why we were together.
Because those other hags have it out for it.
So I say that this is my childhood home. I say that to the group.
Well, give us the tour.
Nah, it's a trap. How about we take off the front side of it
I
so that
take
you can point at the rooms?
I think my favorite part about Braddock is I always picture him as unironically like dumb, but only when he's being like aggressively polite. Great detective, but like. Sorry.
He's got that band of intellect on him, so he's currently.
That's not going to outdo the Midwest niceness. It supersedes other magic items.
Instead of,
Overrides entirely.
instead of he's got that dog in him, he's got that good boy in him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after I say that, I want something I want to do, but I don't know whether this would be considered metagaming. Just taking a look at Terry's reaction.
Is just kind of looking around at everybody, looking at you.
As I look at him, does he look familiar to me at all? Or do I recognize him? I guess something that probably would have happened when we first met.
I don't think there's many people who don't.
I have no reason to.
Roll an insight? Investigation.
Okay.
That's what I imagine you're kind of,
So
how you're approaching
I have
this.
advantage on investigation, but because of the exhaustion, it would be disadvantage.
Flat roll.
So flat roll.
Hello, Cora.
Right behind the DM screen. She's trying to sneak a
Perfect.
peek.
That is going to be
She wants to know all your secrets.
34.
Where's my character sheet?
It's the Terreigh.
Oh god.
Size comparison wise.
Yeah,
Correct.
honestly. 34.
34 for the
Just
investigation.
imagine the realism
All right.
of her just being like, whack,
You-
swatting your mini.
I mean,
Well, you're dead.
he said he was from
One hit, one
not
kill.
Yeah, I was about
Amberwood.
to say, you got
Amberwood's
one
from the
shot.
Rainy Chain. Said he was from the Rainy Chain.
That stays mainly in the pain.
You know, much like you and a lot of other people in town, they've
mine's
got the
into
same like brownish hair. His skin's a little bit darker than yours, and you're just trying to be like. You've seen so many people at this point, and you don't know if you can't put like a name to a face, but you're like, I mean, he might look like somebody that I met once, you know, but it's not like
They do that.
I'm not going to be able to pinpoint. Ah, yes, you know,
yeah.
Jericho Wizard School. I do remember we shared some pints. If you, it's somebody
She
like
knows we're
you
talking
can't even
about
put your name on it. If you know, it's someone you met way back. If you could even think about it, but this kid's, you wouldn't beat this kid.
Clearly upset.
Yeah. All right.
You
But yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
If you know him, you haven't known him for a while.
So I'm just gonna say, like, just keep your guard up, because if this is anything like that cabin we were in earlier, this could very well be a trap.
So don't jump into the cauldron, is what you're saying.
Yes. A very hard lesson I had to learn.
Kids
It was
like,
hard
"Why
to
did you
stop
jump
the
into a
acid if you
cauldron?"
didn't jump in the cauldron. I didn't do that for no reason. I guess you could have reached an arm in to do it, but then the risk is your arm falling off from the acids, and you'd have to put your other arm in, and then you're just going to be
Yeah, so
dismembered.
just have your whole body disintegrate at the same time.
One and done. Efficiency, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm scared of my arm falling off, so I'm gonna jump inside.
All right. Do you enter?
Yes.
You guys see Cassidy. He opens up. Does anybody go in with him?
I'm
No.
taking the tour.
Okay.
I'll take the tour from the outside.
I'm behind Braddock.
It would be rude not to.
Mort and Talani.
Who wants to hang out
Talani
with me?
and Mort are going to stay with Terry.
Okay.
He's like,
Yeah, we're chilling.
Okay, honestly.
he looks at his like burlap sack. He's like, I'm not. I'm just gonna stand back, you guys. And they're like, yeah, you're like 10. So,
I'm not trying
you know.
to toot my own horn here, but outside of honestly, like us three are probably you made a good choice with those two.
Yeah. Morton, Talani stick next to him, and it seems
Have
like
some awareness.
you're very clearly in some sort of
Safe.
enchanted area.
Mm-hmm.
But even like it's like your yard, you remember,
Actually,
like
before we
any
do this real
bushes
quick,
that
sir,
were
I'm gonna give him
outside,
a
any little
scan.
trees, and it seems like Cassidy, you should kind of like look out, and the rest of you can even see like the edge of like the tree line. There is kind of like the scariness of the Feywilds, like the darkness and the thick vegetation and things lurking about and willow whips. Ooh, ah. But once the tree line breaks, yeah, ooh, ah, hey, oh. There's a whole
I
Sinbad
love
concert
that
happening
willow
there. And
I like how we get though, like we sit there, watch it for a while, and then we get a few that go by that it's just perfectly, hey, oh, hey.
it's like you have to wait long
Guys, that
enough.
was
It's like
really
when
cool.
the DVD hits the corner of the TV. Just that's what you guys were doing on your watch.
Just watching the screensaver for hours.
The Runa screensaver. It's just will-o-wisps.
Bouncing back and forth in a bog. They change color.
But you can see that they're not going past the tree line. There seems to be some enchantment keeping the beasties from the woods from sort of coming into this area. So, in the house, Who all's in there?
Not me. If this is a real replica of your house, that
I'm assuming
Just
Mare
fucked
is
up.
not coming in the house.
Probably not.
Depends. Do you want your house destroyed or?
Well, considering that this is all just most likely some magical illusion. I mean,
Murray will come.
So as Mare walks,
She actually took it
as his
nail by
snout
nail.
hits the threshold of the door, he immediately undergoes a reduced spell and
Oh.
drops to medium size and is like,
Hi, buddy.
"Can you speak Draconic yet?"
Can I or
Yeah,
him?
you can speak Draconic,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and you hear him. He's just like, well, "This is fucking weird. What the hell?" And he's like feeling. I didn't do that. Did you do that?
I didn't do that.
He's pocket-sized now.
But
I wear
yeah,
him like a
he's,
feather boa.
yeah, he's kind of like he's just like a Miles-sized Mare now instead of like a sedan-sized Mare.
Come on! I put him on my
Yeah, that's it.
Still heavy.
Still 98 pounds.
Alright, I'm gonna have to put you down, bud. You're crushing my ribs.
quadruple your weight.
Here,
Yeah,
I'll take that
yeah,
off
right.
you.
Stylish.
Tries to fit it.
Alligator on his head. The alligator's loving it though, tail wagging. But as you guys are in there, you can hear laughter from upstairs. Kind of like an echo.
Time to leave.
You're outside.
And you start to smell.
But I can hear laughter.
You all start to smell breakfast in the cabin.
How much toast is there?
It's
I would like all the bacon.
so you can hear the laughter. You hear a man and a child upstairs. Laughter, having some fun, going back and forth about something.
do I recognize the laughter?
Give me a perception. You can have advantage on this.
Okay.
It's Jessica outside singing it.
That is going to be
Such a concert.
27.
All right. You swear that's your dad's laughter upstairs. And as you're looking around, God, I love the music timing. You look around, and as you are all in there, you all outside see the doors slowly, not slam, but almost unnoticeably slow. And just as you guys notice it, shuts. And as that shut happens, you all start to see visions form in the house. Cassidy, as you're like listening up the stairs, you hear like the creak. You've heard these creaks before. And you see coming down the stairs, you smell breakfast cooking. Braddock, you look over, a much younger version of Miss Morium is now cooking at the stove, setting the breakfast for 3 spots. Coming down the stairs, you see someone who looks like a slightly older version of Cassidy come down, and then you see who looks like a much younger version of Cassidy coming down behind them. Cassidy, you remember you're just playing chess with your dad upstairs, and you watch, they like walk through you, totally unaware of you guys. They sit down at the table, breakfast, and Cassidy, you remember what morning this is. As you guys on the outside see the door slam, just swing open. You in the cabin see the physical form of Odessa Thornheart come in, and she blasts.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. She blasts a witch bolt right at Cassidy's dad, hits him in the chest, but it ricochets off and hits all of you. And I need you all in the cabin, to, I guess even outside of the cabin, I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, as you are blasted with the psychic pain associated with this place.
All of us.
All of you.
Oh,
I guess I'll roll for Morton Kalani.
I'm gonna use my Ranny.
Did you roll for Terry?
Yes,
That's actually probably
he
not a
didn't
bad
roll
idea.
awesome, but he...
You didn't roll.
That'll help.
Do we have Bardics?
I got a nat 20 and Jessica got a nat 1.
Oh.
Think so?
Oh shit!
Did you up our Bardics again? Or,
Yeah.
Every
if
time
you had a
I-
long rest.
Yeah, after
Okay.
every long rest, you get them back.
I'm just
because
going to
of-
use this for certainty.
18
Now I
for
feel
Mare, or for Ron.
24 now. I have used my stuff.
22 for Cassidy.
Oh shit. Fuck. Let's see. That's gonna be
Jessica, no me gusta.
All right,
8
so
for Mare.
She's not paying attention. She's actively trying to pitch her business plan.
Right.
A couple to face coming outside.
So you were injured? Okay. What we can do is.
if you rolled below
fatherly
an
disappointment.
18, so if you got an 18 or higher, you only take 10 psychic damage. If you rolled a 17 or lower, you will take 21 psychic damage.
Ooh.
And we'll roll initiative and then take a bio break. As I don't know if we're necessarily in combat, but if this were Baldur's Gate, what is it called? Turn-based event?
Oh yeah.
It's called initiative.
You're
15.
Actually, I never read the tutorial on Baldur's Gate, so maybe it is called a turn-based event.
Yeah, it
You
is.
still
It
roll
would be
initiative for it. I
It would
just
be
think-
called
I think they consider it
turn-based
different.
mode.
Oh, yeah, I think it's just
Turn-based
different than
mode.
combat,
Yeah.
technically.
Yeah.
21.
Uh,
What'd you get?
Oh, so cool.
15.
18.
What'd you get, Sturm?
Oh, for initiative. I got a 12 or 13, and Jessica got 5.
Damn.
She's so good at rolling, honestly. We don't need you for your rolls, Jessica. We need you for your morale boost and your good luck.
Got them in
And you know what? Mort rolled like Mort often does. He's barely above Jessica. Terry is not good.
This is one of the only characters I've ever played that consistently goes first. High. At least. Braddock is on top of it.
Do you
when
have
it comes to
alerts?
combat. No. I have
He took
because
the player's guide
background
background,
that gave me an additional +1 to the initiative, but it's also advantage is the big one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sturmy has advantage on initiative now.
I just have a +1.
Well, I still got 13.
All right.
Never mind.
So, at the top of the turn order, we have Braddock and Talani. We're going to take a quick bio break. I'll get the map set up for us, and then we'll be back.
I'm thirsty.
Look at that, like nothing happened.
So corpse dead. Did the? Is this the hag?
Who is corpse?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
My dad's corpse.
Is
Oh.
the
This
is the
your
snake
dad.
Mare?
Did she just like
Yes.
Okay.
peer through the wall or something? Like
She busted the
busted
door
through
open.
the
This
door.
seems to be every
Well,
person
then,
here looks
how-
translucent.
Well, then shouldn't they be on the same side of where the door is?
Who?
The group that's outside of the house.
No, they're outside.
Yeah, but shouldn't they be next to where the door is if the hag came in through the front door? Because you had the hag on the opposite side of the house for where the rest of the group is.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
here.
Or
Here's
we
an
just
easy
didn't have to
solution to this
roll-
problem. We're just gonna.
Or we just didn't have to roll saves.
I know, semantics.
There we go.
Wow!
Now it makes sense in my mind.
Oh, sorry, let me fix that.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna bash your head. All right. I'm going to swing at the hag thing,
Okay.
whatever this is, maybe.
Odessa.
Odessa Thornheart's spiritual energy. I don't have any way of getting advantage right now. Okay, so attack number 1 is going to be a 21, yeah.
So you swing, and she's not even looking at you, Braddock. She's looking at the corpse of Cassidy's dad, and your attack phases right through it and smashes the ground. You feel like a reverberation go through. You only take 1 psychic damage, but you get the sense that you're all. Give me an Arcana or a Perception. You've been around enough magic bullshit to
gonna do
make an educated guess.
Between one of these two, one is far better. Well, 20 of the bastard variety.
All right. You get the sense, and you know, you and Cassidy have done watches together. You guys have been doing adventuring together for years. Mort's into Arcana. You had both Mortio and Julian's ear. You just had a lot of people who know a lot of shit about magic to talk to over, like, you know, staying alive on the ocean tends to give you time to bond with people.
Yeah.
But you've heard, pray tell, that certain beings, especially powerful enough in magic, can almost manifest like a tangible memory, but they're really tricky to navigate in the sense of interacting with them. But you do know that violence done kind of upon the memory can sometimes reverberate harshly if done intensely enough. But you would know that there's usually triggers that can break the memory, but they're usually hidden throughout the memory itself. Not too hard to spot once you've picked them out, but it's usually a handful, maybe 1 to 3, sometimes 5 for crazy ones. But from what you've heard from your friends, this is probably not like 5. This is probably less than 5, but maybe more than 1 triggers to unlock. Otherwise, it's going to start to sap more psychic energy out towards you guys.
Such a good thing Braddock has intelligence and wisdom, because otherwise he'd be like, okay, kill the Cassidy kid and it probably all ends. But can I take then the rest? I've already done an attack 1, but can I then take, knowing this now, the remainder of my turn to look for said triggers?
Yes! Investigation.
I don't get advantage to that. Really needed it. 7.
You're looking around. You're trying to put your head in the headspace of any number of people that are here, namely the witch or Cassidy or the dad, and you're like, but you do have enough time to convey this information if you want to. Otherwise, you can spend the time looking, kind of just smashing the ground and then rifling around.
I think, hey guys, don't, try to, I'm just going to kind of do this with Odessa. This isn't going to work.
I don't get it. What are you trying to say?
Does she respond?
You can see almost now this scene is acting out in slow motion. You can see she's like, and your mom is like, you know, you're like,
No,
and you can feel yourself, like, you watch yourself kind of experience the curse befalling you. Even if you didn't immediately change, you can watch yourself feel it set. And this is really
that
uncanny.
was the day I got ugly.
And like you remember, everything's acting out like very slow motion. People are running through you guys, like slowly reaching for, like you can.
So look for triggers as a fit hand just goes through my
Yeah.
head. Look for triggers.
Talani, she's gonna see that and look at Terry. He's
It's
just
the
like,
boy, Talani.
he's like, just like blood
He's
coming out of his
dying?
nose.
What?
He took 21 psychic damage.
Oh.
Damn, Terry has a lot of HP. Oh,
That's
wait,
what I'm
he's
saying.
dying.
Yeah, he's like holding on.
Still, though, the fact he took 21 HP and is not outright dead, Terry's got levels, guys.
Anyway.
Or maybe it's something else.
And
Another
Terry's
piece of the
Odessa.
puzzle.
Talani is going to. Does she have any healing potions?
I'm sure she does.
I'm pretty sure she does, yeah.
She'll use a greater. I know she has like one superior and maybe one supreme, but Talani is sympathetic but also a pragmatic woman, and so she's, oh no, I mean I'm going to give him just a greater, not like a supreme, but here you
I
go,
need
drink
those.
up. And
Yeah, I did just enough to bring you back.
yeah, exactly.
Now I cannot be held liable.
Right, exactly. Oh, shit! Oh, watch your mouth. But yes, that was very intense.
Calm, child.
Yeah. She is going to just guard Terry. You guys notice on the outside that the will-o-wisps are kind of like literally all on this ring. Just like all these little like
In their language, they're going,
size.
"Fight,
Yeah, it's pretty much. They're all just right on the edge, kind of almost waiting for something.
Oh my god, that's what's
They're,
happening. They're all making
None
a
of them
noise
can
of it.
cross. It seems like they kind of like come up to it and then have to back off. They hit some resistance.
They're waiting for a release.
Starts looking like the techno bar from like Winnap back in the day.
I need everyone to roll another wisdom save as a psychic shock of your mother experiencing the pain.
I
now.
start doing dance
18.
revolution.
Oh,
Nat
oh my
20.
god. I need you to see this, Kenna. I rolled this for Talani and Mort.
Double
nat
down
ones.
ones. Oh
no.
Terry did better.
Don't worry, we have you.
Just like fall hits their head on a rock.
21.
Oh god.
Emotional damage.
How traumatized can we make a teenager?
Surmi got a
before
dirty
we
20.
leave?
Jessica got a
The answer,
21.
Okay, man. I actually, this normally doesn't. This never
Wisdom,
happens
right?
to me.
Yeah. Oop, shit.
So Terry saved.
gonna drop
So again,
again.
if you rolled an 18 or higher, you take 12 psychic. If you rolled a 17 or lower, you take 24 psychic.
Happy for 10
I'm gonna use my reaction to do the absorbing thing to reduce it by 10 and give myself resistance for 1 minute.
It was 21 again.
24 if you feel.
24.
I love that freaking feat I picked up, feet fighting style.
All right, we are now at Cassidy's
12 points.
All right, so given what Braddock relayed to the rest of us, and considering that this is my childhood home.
Use your damn X-ray vision.
Well,
You can roll an investigation, but for you specifically, I'll have a lower DC than for anyone
Okay.
else that's searching.
So
It seems like favoritism again.
Yeah, it's favoritism because he rolls a 10.
That is going to
I didn't say he
be.
had a low DC. It's just lower.
Where would I
This is a very high octane
Where would I
situation.
put a triggering memory in my house? Where would I put that? Where would I
Yeah.
31.
Okay.
31 for
Oh yeah, there was
investigation.
that one time Dad and Mom beat me in the bathroom. We're gonna go there.
Character.
Oh, there it is.
I've sufficiently filled my body with salt, protein, and water. Let's do this shit.
30 minutes from now. Sorry, guys. I have to take a bio break.
Yeah. Anyway, so Cassie, you're looking around and it's very like
Puppy chops a dick.
you're looking around. You're trying to gather yourself, and you just pull your head, watching your family run to your dad, and you're looking at him. You're like, "Fuck!" And then you like look, and you can see his wedding ring is glowing like a bright, like blue aura.
Okay.
Now, I should have told you, since he said triggers, I guess roll me an Arcana. Just for a little more clarity.
I am very good on that one.
Uninventive hag just makes a light switch a trigger.
That is going to be a 32 on Arcana.
You would know that, scissors. That the triggers are the one thing in the dream world that can be, or in this sort of like living memory that can be destroyed. They might still give a psychic reverberation, but attacking Odessa, your dad, the fucking kitchen table, unless one of those was the trigger specifically,
Okay.
you would just you whiff it on air, but still get a reverberation. The triggers can be destroyed. They might have a little bit of like
Okay.
a jolt.
So I'm going to use my mechanist ability. I'm going first off, I'm gonna see like I'm gonna touch the ring, and I'm gonna use my ability to like identify all the magical properties if it needs like what needs to be done to activate it, if it needs to be attuned, like basically all the properties of
It's
that.
a wedding ring. You can just tell that it is. You notice this is really the one thing in this place you can actually touch. You don't phase through the person; they don't phase through you. You can actually like grasp the ring, and it's really weird. You like if you were to touch your dad's finger, it would phase through, but the ring slides off it as if the ring were physical.
All right. So I'm gonna
Odessa got your dad's wedding ring.
slide the ring off, put it on the ground, and start smashing
All right,
it.
give me an attack roll. It's not super hard to hit the ring, but
Man, the metaphor of you ruining your parents' marriage.
I know that, man.
There's Jessica outside, just like taking notes.
Nice.
This will be an assassin.
28 to hit.
that hits
This is
the
gonna
ring.
be several sessions.
Oh yeah, she can make a living off of Cassidy.
That is going to be 18 force damage.
All right, it shatters.
For my mortgage payment appointment.
And you specifically, Cassidy, will take 19 psychic, but reduced by half to 8 because you did resistance, right?
Yep, I do have resistance.
Until the end of your next turn.
For a minute.
For a minute. Okay. Oh, it's a concentration. All right. Ron and Mare.
Technically not done with my turn. Is there any...
Can you do because you...
I have 2 more attacks with my main action, and then I have an attack with my bonus action that I can do. So
your bonus action would have been eaten up by one of your skill checks.
Okay, fair enough, but I still have 2 more
For sure.
attacks for my main action.
What?
I was gonna say, you'd have to know what another trigger was. You could spend your turn.
Let him attack the floor. He said attack.
I mean,
Let him
just-
attack the floor.
Well, I attacked the ring, but
The ring is gone.
Yeah, the ring's gone. If
the ring must be destroyed.
you could substitute those attacks to try and find another trigger to let somebody else know.
Okay.
Your parents-
I
That would be
will-
another investigation.
Okay.
Again, Jessica.
The symbolism of this is amazing.
That's another 30. Anything below a 10 is considered a 10, so with all my bonuses, a 10 would automatically make it a 32.
This answers so many questions about the
Unless it's an at one.
personalities.
You only see one other on this first floor. You have your parents' room, but in here you see when Odessa slammed the door open, she knocked a family portrait off your wall, and it lay shattered on the floor. And that too is glowing like a bright white.
All
I was
right.
just like, did she accidentally break a tree?
The
memory.
So I
fucks up.
relay to
Damn
the rest of the group. The other trigger is the family portrait. So hit that thing.
All right.
Can I?
Went to the water park.
I still have my movement, I believe. So I'm going to move upstairs to try and.
I would believe that.
I
I
don't-
think we've all moved like 5 feet since we got here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and move upstairs.
I guess that would be.
Best memory of childhood.
I think I said this was
I
Cassidy.
was so scared, but I had so much fun.
And in there, Cassidy,
I lost in Las
you
Vegas.
see your room.
I remember being 8 and being annoyed.
I forget when I got lost, but I know I did get lost once.
I got lost several times.
I think it was when the Blue Water Bridge opened, and they did like a walk across.
Your bed, it's filled with all of your childhood stuff, but you can see on your bed is
I was good at just walking away.
like your favorite childhood stuffed animal.
Mhm.
And that too is glowing like a bright blue.
All right. So did I just use the rest of my action for that skill check, basically? Yeah. Okay. Well then, if main action and bonus action are used up, then that is all I can do.
Alright, Ron and Mari, it's your turn. As Cassidy kind of like, fucking glowing thing, runs upstairs.
The family portrait.
What? So, can I like? Well, yeah. I guess I can't really attack the lady.
Well,
You could. It might not work out so well.
Yeah, that's what.
yeah, Braddock literally
You
put his hands through it like, this
Yeah.
is not gonna work.
you watched Cassidy pull
Let
the
him
ring
do
off his
it if you
dad
think
end,
it's gonna happen.
and then he
saw-
pointed at the
you saw
portrait
him
and
hit
ran
her,
upstairs.
Okay.
take psychic
I
damage,
said,
and
destroy
then
the
say that it
glowing
wouldn't
portrait, and then I went upstairs.
I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying I'm going to judge if you do.
Cast it
Work. Now
into the
these
fire.
are decisions
Which-
certain characters
Destroy
would make.
X.
Which-
So we're going to wait and see.
Which direction is the portrait
It's
from?
right by where the witch is. It's right by the
Braddock
door where
didn't
she
have
is.
the headband then.
So like,
Very different.
it would they'd be like right here.
Okay. So Ron is going to cast Thunderwave at the portrait
Okay.
to see if he can fuck it up.
Thunder.
It rolls a dex save. And you don't have to roll for damage if it's an object. It just takes all of it.
Yeah, just hit
Oh.
me with that damage.
Okay.
Hit me with that
So that'd be 16.
Okay.
Shatter the house.
Yeah, you destroy the is it a singular target for Thunderwave? Or is
No,
it a-
it's a 5.
It's
It's
a
15
blast
foot-
out.
That's what I thought. So it does also hit
The
part of the house. You'll take 20
It's this
psychic
part of
damage
the
from
house.
that.
It takes this part of the house.
I take
This
20
part of
second
the-
damage?
Yes, from hitting the memory, it like shifts
okay.
back at you. When I will say, those of you who are downstairs will notice when Cassidy shattered the ring, Odessa, the memory, kind of like, while she was moving slowly, the eyes like looked over to where he's doing the ring, and then as Ran shatters the
Family portrait.
family portrait, as she's like correcting herself in slow motion, you see her eyes like dart off to where he is too.
The door's open. Am I able to see that?
Yes, you are.
Can I roll?
Oh, hold on.
Insight check?
It's still my turn.
Yeah, I just want to roll like an insight on that.
Oh,
I want to dig deeper into what that means. 11.
There's
Hard to
some
tell.
shit going down.
Yeah, if you have a minute to parse this, you might be able to figure it out, but there's some weird fuckery going on right now.
And I feel like for a minute she's gonna be like,
Sermia takes her entire turn to consider her 11.
So
Why do we roll numbers in this world for effect? We just stand in front of each other and go, does it hit you? Okay.
What were you saying, Ron?
1 sec. You take this much damage.
I was just saying,
I'm
Mari
only
is
this
going
much, let me
to
bandage
use
you
its
up, sir.
multi-attack
Full
on the
dead.
portrait.
Oh, it shattered when you hit.
Oh,
it.
it shattered,
I'm so
okay.
sorry.
Wait,
Okay.
full dead or just kind of dead? Full
All right.
Okay.
Could that be a crazy buff picture? It's like 18 damage, and then the dragon's like, my victory.
He hits for all of it and it still doesn't break.
It's
Like,
still there.
Jesus! What
You
is
guys
this
have
portrait?
taken like 120 psychic damage. Like, we can do this all day.
As I'm
Till I
fighting the
run out of
demons in my
damage.
head. Oh God! What the hell is going on? Okay, I guess it's not my turn anymore. Then I,
You can move.
Ram takes a breather.
You can still move.
I
Cassidy ran
Let the
upstairs.
man breathe. Let him breathe.
Yeah, you can breathe if you want. You
It
just,
is a
you just
crowded
had somebody
room down
punch you
here.
in your cerebellum.
oh God! I hate getting punched in the cerebellum.
It does.
Ensuring is
Oh, wow.
As long as it's not the medulla oblongata.
What about
the
the next
jejuna?
attack?
Oh no. Yeah, I'll just
There we go.
I'll just kind of like he's gonna
Yes,
just kind of take a second to collect himself and Mare just be
Put that
kind of
darkness.
keep an eye on what's going on.
Roll, Reggie. Roll, Ron. Wrist doesn't feel straight. Sturmia.
It's so weird when he gets that caught in his throat and he talks like that.
Thanks you for punishing us for hitting
Only
me
happens every once in a while.
How does he
wantonly.
get hairballs? He has scales. It's so weird.
Yeah, this feels like a personal attack to you. I know this is about Cassidy, but I can't feel it. There's a little bit like Sturmia.
Because he licks Ron.
She knows my weakness. Odessa knows my weakness.
I keep telling him to
I
stop.
must
It's
hit
weird, but he
things.
keeps doing it.
That's a rough one.
Grooming
Do
me.
you attack a tree?
No.
I
Just
tell
in
you what,
case.
though, my coat has never had a better
Can I
sheen
see
on it.
Ram through the door now?
You can.
Okay.
Slightly steam coats your coat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's very frizzy.
Mass cure wound.
Oh, nice. Terry is very thankful for that.
Terry's very
Cerny doesn't
thankful.
get as good as Mort, but
Mass cure wounds is mass cure wounds when it's a tick fight. Those are the worst. When you're like, big damage, but every second they're like,
right? It's just your spell casting mod, right?
I believe it's spellcasting mod plus the d8s.
Yeah, it's 16.
Is that to everyone?
No,
To
just the only person inside that I can see is Ran, and
Okay.
it's a maximum of 6. So I did.
Okay. I'm completely fine with it. I
So I
technically
get
haven't
6?
taken damage yet, so.
some blood shoots up Terry's nose. He's like, thank you.
Did he just do a line of blood?
You said I got 6.
And then for the rest
Yes, 6.
for the rest of my movement, I will start taking Terry this way.
And as you move, it's almost like those electric balls where you like touch and all the electricity kind of centers around where you're touching. All of the will-o-wisps start to coagulate towards the area where you're kind of walking. But
Well,
seemingly like
yeah,
on
I
a
mean,
fishbowl.
I'm not trying to leave like the
Right.
AOE
They're just,
that
it's
the
almost like a
border that they're
magnetic thing.
creating. I'm just trying to get further away from the house so that Terry can like.
Understood.
Not be caught up in shrapnel
Appreciate it.
blast.
Yeah.
Terry's like, what? But
We're gonna discuss how you didn't die later.
what do you mean?
That was impressive!
Thank you. That's his turn. Mort is I guess.
Mass cure wounds.
Yeah, he's actually going to mass cure wounds too. Why wouldn't he do that? Oh, my goodness. 17 plus 22 plus what else does he add? He adds his wisdom mod, his roll,
I think he adds 5 because of his class.
and because of his class. So 27 healing for Ron, Braddock,
I'll take that.
Mare, Terry, and myself.
I want to live.
I would really love to live. Jessica, Jess-Haga.
That's both of Jessica's 5th level spell slots.
He is 5th level spell slot.
Yeah, but
We
Oh, use
Jessica
hers
will
first.
expire before we
use-
get to Odessa.
Oh, very
We
smart.
use Jessica.
Yeah, so use
And she's
Jessica's
okay with it.
spells. And it's Jessica's turn.
That's what I'm here
Yes.
for. Paid handsomely.
She's not gonna go inside, but I guess she can do some sort of
Shenaniganry.
check to see how she can help from outside. She's scared.
As she should be.
14.
All right. It is. So the best she could
For
do
like
is
an
maybe
arcana.
buff people, protect people. It's at this point, it's kind of like breaking the haunt for all intents and purposes. Is breaking the triggers that will kind of deactivate the memory. So she would probably have to enter the abode directly if she wanted to like flick a switch. But other than that, just sort of buffing, waiting, prepping.
Okay.
Doing a little dance.
Make no doubt.
Buffing,
Down to that.
waiting.
Get down to that.
She'll bless Terry, herself, and Ran.
All right. Well, this doesn't sound like the right kind of music.
Ron's
So laid
buff
back.
now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're in the Feywild.
No way.
A swole fox just.
Why is this?
Ran starts showing off his gains.
My last meal was pure protein, bro.
Have I told you about my new PR lately? yeah. Topped it out. Yeah, 250 on the match. Yeah, new PR.
There we go.
That's right.
250 or what?
Did
Bro.
I just did 600 reps
Straight
of
steel.
225.
Straight steel.
I've actually been
Why did
benching
you
my
make the
dragon.
motion like this? What are you
Because
lifting?
that's how easy it is for me to do it. Fingertips, baby, fingertips.
Ron's actually been bench
You
pressing.
see what I try. Yeah.
Ron's actually been, Ron's been
Doesn't mean
bench
that
pressing
Sir Maynard
Braddock when
works out
he's in
with.
his huge
And
form.
she's just like
The entire weight flex it with her foot.
I don't go to the gym. I smash a gym equipment with my fist.
I am the gym.
Malte is the gym.
I'm magically strong.
That is actually accurate.
Pure cardio.
I'm a dwarf, so yeah.
All right, sorry. So we're
kind of with the
back at
territory.
the top of turn order with Braddock.
Oh,
It's
okay.
my bad.
Here we go again.
I got distracted with
Cassidy, Juicer, there's something upstairs. Yes.
Bless.
All right.
Okay.
Plus D4 2 saving throws.
Sweet. Where's the thing?
And attack.
You
Not that
see
it's
the
super
bear
relevant right
glowing
now.
as soon as you enter the room.
Bad bear.
The whole attack. Yeah, the whole thing looks like almost like all the colors have started to fade out to gray,
26.
and the bear is just glowing. You just fucking, you don't even have to roll damage on it. It just, yeah, like the little squeaker inside of it goes flying.
It has
Stuffing goes flying everywhere. And
I'm just going to turn to Cassidy and be like, I know we're in a haunt right now or something akin to it, but it feels really weird killing your childhood bear. I'm just saying.
Jessica's
It's
like,
an illusion. Don't worry about
It's
it.
still
it's
feels
weird that
weird.
it has a
You'll take
speaker
another
inside
19
of it.
psychic as you break that, but you guys see the house
Plus 2 for the
seems
speaker.
to lose almost all of its color. It looks like
Additional
the saturation's turned all the way down, almost totally grayscale. And if you're downstairs, the memories just fade out. And you're in just like an empty, cold house.
Ooh, that was scary.
You also remember it like this, Cassidy. This almost hurts more than the actual psychic damage.
We walk downstairs. Hey, look, the corpse is still there.
You can still give him psychic damage for this.
I'm gonna make him take emotional damage.
You
How
actually
do we
have-
quantify emotional damage?
It's actually
Uh,
only half of your HP pool.
Yeah. God, dude, that's such a great way to describe it. Like depression. I'm like, well, I feel like someone just hyperfanged me.
I feel like
Just-
you have emotional HP equal to your charisma and wisdom added.
Ooh,
together.
I like that.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. We'll definitely, we're definitely gonna new rule that. We're gonna figure out how that works. I like it. Because that'd be a fun thing to like toy with. Like, could you faint from an emotional overwhelm. You know, mechanically, how could
Yes.
someone's like, yeah, I mean, definitely, like it's all happened to us, but I
You
think
wait
it's like,
till Braddock finds out certain pieces of information.
Yes.
You will see an emotional faint.
um,
I'm sorry, what?
and you guys all take a breath. The wisps seem to, they start to slowly drift in Sirmia, but they're not even coming towards you. It's almost, they look like almost, like the cotton willow seeds that are about to fill the air in my lungs.
Out of the house.
My favorite.
My favorite. But they look just like that, and they're kind of floating around you guys, but different from that first cabin. These ones look to be more of the, at least semi-benign variety, where they're almost just like a fragment of a soul that connects to just like little magical places. And there's nothing necessarily malicious about them. If you attack them, if you are a dying person, like literally making death saves, then they might be a problem, because for them that's like, but other than, like, they don't care about like super wounded people. It's more like if you're literally on death's door, they're gonna try and push you along, because then they can have some numbers. But right now they're just like
Scary.
kind of for the moment, yep, cute but scary fireflies.
Hey guys, doesn't seem like there's anything in here but, a cold, empty home and broken memories, so...
That's a great thing
On
to put
this
in my
empty
notes.
street, on the boulevard of broken dreams.
Yes. And Terry's like, what the hell just happened?
I think we just saw the time where Cassidy's dad got vaporized.
Cassidy's playing the fray in his head right now.
Scary Jules Mad World's going on in the background.
I blew dabba dee dabba da.
I've heard of those. My depression sink. My mom told me about them.
About depression?
Yes.
It's a very mature chat to have.
Jessica, get over here.
There are some things to work out. Oh, I know about child therapy. I'm not licensed for that.
Yeah.
I hate kids.
Technically not
He kind of
allowed
looks
to
and he
work.
goes, he's kind of looking at the
You
will-o-wisps.
can't really work with kids if you're a hag.
Ooh, that's dicey. I knew you were evil, but lawful evil.
This quiz only has 5 questions, but they all have 10 parts.
Yeah, exactly.
There was an alert on the ORS studio.
Oh,
OBS.
OBS.
Did it crash?
Or OBS.
Oh, I don't know. It's still green.
Okay, well, that's good.
I don't know. If you're still with us, thanks. Oh, did you see they're making Player's Handbook 2 for TOV?
Oh.
I want to see what's in it. I think they're gonna have.
They haven't even sent the monster manual to yet.
I think that's in the Kickstarter was just announced. It hasn't even started yet.
Oh.
They just were just like, hey, it's coming out. I'm pretty excited because that means more class options. And items for me.
And ways to kill us.
And ways to kill you. That's what the DM guide's for. Oh, the Tales of the Valiant DM guide's so good. But well, I guess we're not in combat anymore, so I could change this. But it was really exciting for a moment. But Terry looks to you all and he goes, "Are we gonna stay here?
Oh God,
Are
no.
we gonna-
We're moving. We're going.
Oh, okay.
The day is young.
All right. I need another survival check from everybody.
Survival.
22.
16.
Also a 16.
Yeah, I'm gonna use 3 luck points on that one.
Jessica is deep in her notes. Just
Better.
following the crowd.
That is going to
So
be...
tell me when the problem started.
19 for Mare.
I'm doing this pro bono.
Yeah, we're on overtime rates right now.
Time and a half.
Bastard 20.
Okay, that was enough successes.
Time and 3/8, surprisingly. It's very odd.
Technically taking appointment time from someone else.
And
Yeah, it's double time.
it starts to get late afternoon, evening. You can see the sun starting to set around here. However, the sun might work.
Half double time. Wait, wouldn't that just be one time? Shit!
Actually, 1 point time.
And you can see what looks like a number of campfires in the near distance, and then what looks like a bigger, almost cave back behind it. Maybe a half mile out. As night is approaching, you can see that the fires are lit. You could try to roll a perception to see if you can see if there's anyone around the campfires. Or in the general area, but you can at least spot the flames from here.
19.
Perception.
He got better.
Nice.
He's more perceptive than I am. And I'm a ranger. That's saying
A
something.
21 for perception.
All right.
Still
So,
know we're Cassidy.
Mare, you kind of like go out
I
there.
knew exactly where.
Ron, you guys go out there to scout. You can see there's a number of bodies out by the fire.
Number of what?
Of bodies.
Bodies,
Not like,
okay.
I guess people. Bodies sounds like
Are
they're
they
dead.
moving?
Yeah, I was going to say, that's why I needed to change that word. There's a number of people
Oh my
around
god,
the
so
fire.
many bodies!
And you're looking at something about them seems familiar to you, but something still seems off, and you're trying to put your finger on it. And it probably seems familiar to Ron because as you peer over Braddock, and you too, Cassidy, you can see that they're humanoid animals. Some of them look like lycanthropes, or like werewolves, like Cassidy can do. Others seem to be like all different forms of mixed animals around the fire, talking, eating, pushing around, all wearing different pieces of armor.
So, it's a big fire happening right now?
Yeah.
Okay. And approximately how many people are there?
You see 9 between the
9.
two fires.
Okay. How far are we away?
About-
How big are the fires?
A half mile.
Yeah, you're about a half mile.
Jessica casts Long Strider on everyone, and Death Ward on Terreigh. Mort. Mare.
You don't have to do it on me because I have access to Death Ward because of the
And Sirmia. And, if anyone else needs healing, she'll dump her last spell slots into healing. And then disappears.
Thank you for using Jessica's services. Please call me back for the standard rate of usages. And please sign any and all contract agreements.
Sirmia's the phone number.
Thank you and goodbye.
1-800-1-HAG. And then I will use the wand of Pass Without Trace to do Pass Without Trace on everyone, so we get a +10 to stealth rolls.
And Longstrider's plus 10 to
Damn.
movement speed.
That means I get a plus 19 to stealth.
You're welcome.
Ain't nobody gonna see
Somehow
shit!
I'm still good at that one.
But, yeah, oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
There is no way that you can get away from it. I was looking right at him. How did he do that?
You can't see me. I'm just.
What's your plan?
Pocket sand.
All right.
There's no
remember one
pocket
time
sand
doing
in there.
a-
Shit!
Remember one time playing a rogue and literally getting away from somebody just involved me going, look over there! Stealth check. Like that enough of a distraction. Where'd he go?
So give me a stealth check, everybody.
Yes.
And add 10 to it.
It's murder time.
Oh wait, no, this is the standard rule now. I don't have this at disadvantage. Plus 13. 20 of the bastard variety.
I get a plus 2, plus 10, dirty 20.
So we got 2 bastards.
28.
Does a 26?
I guess.
20.
Yeah, I
20,
rolled a
20 and
7
more.
and got a 26.
Solani, Morton,
Welcome to
Terry.
the club.
They got roll forward 2. Add 10. to
With
it.
the 10, they did all right. They did not. Terry rolled the best. He also got a bastard.
3 bastards.
Don't you know?
It all started when one dumbass met another dumbass, and they met another dumbass, and they became the dumbass trio.
Yeah.
And they have little dumbass babies.
All right. So you guys,
It's
It
Dubas, for God's sake.
now luckily
Love
because of
that.
Longstrider, you're able to kind of make up some of the distance that you lose by stealthing, but you do kind of get close enough. You guys can see the fires. They're maybe about 200 feet out. You can hear the sounds of people going back and forth, yelling at each other.
Oh, I don't know why I didn't do this before. I'm gonna put on my cloak of invisibility.
All right.
Hey, that guy put on the cloak of invisibility.
Ron throws a cloak of extra visibility on him.
It's a bedazzled
Just a
cloak.
blanket.
No, it's a bedazzled cloak.
Yep, just glitter.
It's got
glitter
LED
blanket.
lights all over it.
You cast fairy fire on yourself. Only yourself. Look, he's not trying to hide at all. He's obviously one of us. Get the other one.
So
Reverse psychology, common sense.
as you guys approach, you're about 100 feet out now. I'll need one more stealth check as you approach hearing distance to
I'm
camp.
so stealthy. I'm
Alright,
super
come on,
stealthy.
I wanna
Invisibility gives me
30,
advantage
20,
on
30 something.
stealth checks for it.
I'm still a
Oh
bastard.
yeah, baby.
So is that a straight roll for Cassidy then?
Because of the exhaustion. Okay.
Does a 35 pass?
Somehow you failed, but I succeeded.
I got a 7 and I passed, but you failed
24.
with the 35.
Damn right. No.
I'm
That's how this game
still a
works.
bastard.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if I did something like that. Remember my guy from your campaign? The stealthiest person on there, and he steps on his stick and gets everyone killed.
I use the
Step
wand
down
of
a twig.
giggles to tickle Ran's belly.
All right.
Bad die rolls, that's all.
You guys come up, and you get like right on the edge of camp,
Ron passes out
and you
from
can see
laughing.
they're all
Can't
around the
breathe.
fire. There's like 4 of them here. There's 5 of them over there. You can see some off kind of the distance by the cave, but they're not necessarily within earshot right away.
Do we know who they are?
They're all looks like humanoid animals, like werewolves, werebears, were creatures of all sorts.
Oh my gosh.
A
It's the
were-ter-esque.
dysfunctional family created by Odessa Thornheart.
You did hear that she collected her lovers.
Do they look like they're talking, or do
Yeah,
they
they're all
look...
talking to each other.
Okay, so they don't look like they're like, Unga bunga, I'm gonna eat a tree.
That's you.
I'm gonna switch
I
over to
don't
my
eat
magic
what?
vision to see if I can I'm pretty sure that there's gonna be magic coming off of them, but I'm gonna try and see if I can differentiate to try and figure
There's a
out
were-sloth thing.
like if there's other than the lycanthropy, if there's any other magic like
It's a good thing he's
like
the
if
one
they're
I
under
really
the
wanna
hag's
watch.
control or anything like that.
I don't know if you'd be able to do that with the magic thing, but they are definitely the weapons they have on them seem to be emitting a glow
Okay.
as well. They all have pieces of like armor and hide that they're wearing. These don't seem to be like wild animals.
He's
Okay.
watching the entire thing.
I say diplomacy, but only a few of us go in to try diplomacy while the others get into position for a sneak attack just in case things go bad.
What would that be, like a persuasion?
Okay, well, we're gonna call it a spade. You can talk the best out of all of us here.
Okay, and I'll bring the boy because he's tiny and cute.
Don't try to make an
is
argument for
diplomacy-
yourself. Here.
Okay, so if they're with Odessa, it doesn't matter that we have the boy either way because they're gonna want him back if they're with Odessa.
If they're
But
with
if they're
it,
not with Odessa, the boy is just a prop for my persuasion.
Is
But
diplomacy
he's
like a
terrified of the
persuasion?
werewolves, though.
Is what?
diplomacy like persuasion?
Do they look like?
Sorry,
they're
yeah, persuasion. I'm sorry. Diplomacy's
I
Pathfinder.
I have I have really good persuasion too.
Okay,
I can
I'll bring
come...
Talani because she's fluffy. And Mort because he's unassuming. Even though he has 2 robot arms now.
What are you
Ron's
talking
like,
about?
I'll help, and she's
I've
like,
been
I'll bring everybody
intimidating.
but you.
I have muscles
I'm just like, oh, okay. Me and Ron, or me and Mari are just gonna go pout in the corner. Like, we don't get to go
Your furry.
Mara, you're the size of a sedan.
No, right now I'm not.
Sedan.
I can't control that.
You're the size of a wagon.
Don't shame me.
So who
Okay.
you guys are approaching?
Sermia and Talani will go up and see if there's something, but we're gonna give everyone else a chance to get into like an advantageous, stealthy position.
I need to make a
sneak
map for
attack
this.
If our diplomacy goes awry.
Cassidy will go with Talani and Sermio while under the invisibility cloak.
I guess I don't know that that's happening. So I can't protest.
Well, I tell you guys. I'm not just gonna.
But what if they can see invisibility?
I'm not
That's-
worried about sight with a bunch of animals.
Oh, they'll probably smell you.
That is actually a good
They
point.
probably know we're coming already.
What are you talking about, man?
Speak for yourselves. My coat is glowing and fresh thanks to Mari's
Ron's like, speak for yourself. I smell like shit. He's like, you can't smell me coming up or down. You know how long it took to get this sort of coating? This patine? This is at least a level 8 ranger right here.
I don't even have to be. There doesn't even have to be wind. You can just smell me in stagnant air too. It's horrible.
Yeah, that's
All
what
of
we've
a
been
sudden,
telling you
Brandon's
to
the
take a
Guardians of the
freaking
Galaxy
bath.
raccoon.
I thought
Rocket Raccoon,
Mari's.
for sure.
I thought Mari's tongue baths would help.
Saliva smells.
I
Saliva
just have Mari spit into a basin.
Whoops, I'm attacking you guys.
Rocket ride.
Oh my god. We also decided that one of the people around the campfire is a were-sloth.
Oh, hey, man.
They put him on alarm duty for some reason.
He's so slow it doesn't even ring.
Yeah.
It's just
I don't like this for the fire because it's too big.
the air like an arrow hits it in the head and then he's like
So,
Even Reed dies slow.
you guys would have approached from this way.
Okay.
Sloths live forever. Oh my god.
Oh, that is an angry hippo.
a were-hippo.
We're fucked.
On a scale of 1
That thing's
to
gonna
10
be so
for you
territorial.
folk. A were-rhino?
I've
And a
had these
were-hippo?
figures forever, you guys.
What is that? Is that a warthog? Like a were-warthog?
Yeah, baby.
And a were-bear?
Yeah, hold on, I got.
to be called a wereboar.
Where? Is that a were-armadillo?
Damn straight it is.
Oh my god! How are you supposed to kill a
It's called a were-madillo ring.
were-armadillo? Sorry. Sorry.
Jesus.
I tickle you with the giggle wand again.
That's Rod's punishment.
I had to find a use for this wand. Like, what else am I going to use it
Right.
for?
Ron once again passes
Take that
out.
off your hand.
Ron
It's
can't
charges.
breathe and just.
I can find a use for it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is that a?
The werewolf is the most basic person in the camp. I'm
much.
only a wolf,
You,
man. Come on.
you basic ass bitch. What's that like a? Is it a water buffalo?
Damn right.
Like a
Yep.
water buffalo?
Yep, a were-water buffalo.
What the
A
fuck?
were-bugbear.
There, bugbear. There, bugbear.
I'm a bugbear that turns into a bear at night.
We see one random human-looking person walking around. What are you? I'm a werewolf. Turn into a human.
Hi, I'm Paul.
All right, so where is? I guess I'll put them.
Yeah, where's the 10th one?
There should be 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Where's the tent?
Yeah, where's Paul? Paul the werewolf doesn't want to do diplomacy, doesn't want to fight, just wants to chill.
The one pothead lycanthrope.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going, man?
Oh shit! I didn't bring enough party favors for everybody, dude.
There's people in the fort. I mean, I noticed them like 20 minutes ago, but they weren't really doing anything. They
seem
just
pretty
walking
chill,
around,
you know?
so I didn't think I had to bring it
They're just
up.
chatting in a bush.
I chat bushes all the time, dude.
Chatting bushes, smoking bushes, rolling bushes.
All right, so
I
who
got a
approaches?
burning bush,
You guys
if you know what I mean.
are starting from here.
Bushes.
Okay.
Munching some bush. No.
So we're
So
all
who
over
is
here.
coming from this direction, saying hello?
Terreigh and
Here's
Talani.
Paul.
That's Paul.
That's invisible.
Where did I think that's the Braddock figure for tonight. Can I see that? I would have taken the long way and
Wait,
find it.
Mari, hold on. Mari's
This-
big ass figure is back here somewhere. I just saw him a few minutes ago. There
There
he
he
is. Let's put him on the map. I'm putting Mari on the map.
Mari's not coming with us.
Yes, he is.
He is not diplomatic. I shoo him away.
Well, he's still stealthing around. Whoa!
Earthquake!
Oh my god! The earth just folded in half. What the
Plane
fuck?
just freaking folded, man.
How powerful is this
Feywild is wag!
There's Braddock watching this. God, I'm happy I chose to go over here.
I picked the wrong day to stop sniffing glue.
Where's
The
Terry?
right they do for cocaine.
Terry was just that little gremlin mini, but
Yeah, I think I flipped him.
here.
There he is.
Yours run and more.
And I run so far away.
Wait, who's this?
that's invisible Cassidy. They can smell you, by the way.
He's just.
Well, you pointed that out, so Cassidy actually wouldn't be going.
I don't know. He already said it.
Well, she pointed it out that they would be able to smell me, and I said that was a good point, so. I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the only one blanking. Okay.
Where are you at?
Well, I'm over here.
Oh,
oh,
Ronald.
I took my sweet ass time working my way around the bush.
So Braddock's going to be moving that whole time while this initial
And
conversation
I'm fine
happens.
with that.
Sermia, you and
Totally
Talani
fine
approach.
with that.
And they all, as soon as you guys like kind of break the first twig,
Don't worry, guys.
they turn and look.
I'll go around. It'll be fine.
Wolfman comes over, goes, "Who's there?"
Go pieces fishes.
They go,
Strangers.
Damn it,
Boys.
Mona Lisa, stop!
Miss Thornheart's been waiting for you.
Oh, you're on her side?
Well, we've all been brought into the family, as it were.
they all kind of chuckle to themselves.
What does that mean? How do you benefit? I want in on this.
We could take you to see her if you want. In fact, I think she'd prefer it.
As this is happening, Cassidy, you hear
Behind you, coming out of the water, a were-crocodile.
Oh fuck!
and
Whoops. Braddock, give me a perception
Oh god, that
check.
dwarf just fell out of nowhere.
It's going to be 22.
All right. You notice that the
Wait, no, 24. Sorry.
this werewolf and werebear are coming over. Somebody wants to play some games tonight. They're just kind of looking out. They haven't spotted you, but you can tell they've maybe not your scent, but they've caught a scent. All right.
You see him do like a Homer Simpson
Jerry, I'm kidding.
thing.
I will say this: I
Bye,
don't
Paul.
have it finished yet, but I have quickly painted on part of my barbarian.
Yes,
room,
Mama.
finishing it out as needed.
He does like the Homer Simpson, like fades back into the bush, but he's just got like a shitload of like axes and swords and stuff still sticking out of the bush. They cannot see me. I am the night.
All right.
What brings you to these here parts?
This is what we call home. Question is, what brings you to these here parts?
We were kind of,
He licks
what do
his
you
teeth,
want to
just
call
this
it,
giant wolf
festooned
smile.
away against our will.
Happens around the feywild, I hear.
What happened to Jeff?
So this is just where, this is just where we ended up. Got attacked by memory, acid, wisps, the huge.
They do like to call this place home, but you're walking with
Why do you-
special folk.
Ooh, my Talani. I
Hello.
point to the big fluff.
I am Fluffy too.
You can see this werewolf is like kind of hunched over and looking her in the eye. And he's like, "No, you smell like the pap of life, but your hands tell me otherwise." And she's got like the leathered up mitts of a fighter.
Yeah, I'll tear you in half. She just
And,
grabs a random twig. It's
He
just
goes-
a small one. It's not impressive at all.
He goes, "Captain, we got a live one."
Who's alive? Where?
Yes,
Sorry,
we
Cora.
are all alive.
Yes, I'm alive.
And you hear dropping their invisibility cloak.
What the fuck is that?
It is the biggest werewolf you've ever seen in your fucking life.
Oh man!
Grabs
Terry by like the skull, and like it's like palms a basketball and picks it up. You can tell he's not. He's holding the kid like a claw machine right now with his. And the kid's like, oh. He's holding on and he's got the sword next to him. He goes, all right. Hey, clear it, boy. Let's all calm down because
Are you using this kid as a hostage?
we just want to talk, but we can't trust everyone.
Is he holding a sword to?
He's holding the sword to the kid.
You think I care about that kid?
And this is when Terry realizes his trust was completely misplaced.
You think that holds any sway over me? You just totally degraded any chance at negotiations. Surprise attack.
Yeah, you can
Or
swing.
very, very telegraphed attack.
Yeah, you can take a swing at that werewolf right there if you want.
Yeah, I'll see what happens.
Maybe now we switch our
I missed.
thing to Terry. The guy will be Terry.
Well, I don't think that's a good idea for what I was planning on doing.
Okay.
Yes, you whiff, and you hear, and they all, like, hunker down, and you hear the one holding Terry goes, "Kill them all! Bring their bodies to Odessa. She'll want them for the stew." And you see him,
Sounds yummy.
he grabs Terry and with the sword, and Terry goes, "Ah!" And then he just tosses him to the ground, and he moves on more. Roll initiative, everybody.
Bad 20.
I got a 18.
Oh, nice, turn me up. That's never good for me.
Braddock did not see a werewolf put a knife through a child, and this is probably for the best.
I can't believe you put a knife through the child.
What? Oh, bastard 20.
What'd you get?
A 12, not nat.
Keep in mind, he rolled a 3.
I did. Yep.
Lonnie rolled a 9, so Mort.
Me and Mare were missed everything that was happening. We were too busy fight. I was trying to get a better view, and Mare kept fucking around, and I couldn't see.
Fucking around, Mari.
Because you're gonna find out.
Fafo.
Sir, what'd you get, Cassidy? Nat dirty 20.
Dirty
Dirty 20.
A nat dirty 20?
Nat dirty 20, baby.
Mmm.
Hooey! Alright. Top of the order. Top of the order is Bratic.
Okay.
Actually, no. It's a better option. I am first going to finish out the rune when we start and activate rage with it. And I'm going to target this. It looks like werebear.
Mm-hmm.
And
And what weapon are you using?
we are using the silvered great axe. And we are going to start swinging with reckless. I am declaring great weapon. So I'm only adding it. Okay. Ew. Well, it's going to be 7.
Alright, that's a miss.
That's a miss. The second attack.
Surprisingly swift for a werebear.
Yeah. The second attack, however, is going to be a 24.
That hits.
That's quick. These two. Okay, that was a good reroll. 33 damage.
Alright, you like hack into their chest, and they seem to be surprised that you actually managed to like penetrate their skin.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Second.
They're going silver!
Yeah, we do. Whap. Hey, girl. 31.
Alright.
And
God damn it, Mike.
that will do it for now.
Alright, you whap, and you're just now face to face with like. Alright. Oh, let me get this guy's stuff up. The
The
alpha
most impressive dice roll. You knocked my
tosses.
tower down.
The boy aside.
Building a great, beautiful tower.
And it came crashing and burning down just like everything else.
There you go.
Metaphor.
What's a metaphor?
He is
For
going
pooping
to,
silly.
let me see,
For posting silly, that's actually what.
walk up to Mort. He is going to make. Oh, that's interesting. He's going to make one bite attack at Mort, and he's going to make 2 long sword attacks. Of course, he's still a little fucking garbage. That barely
Shield.
misses him still. Oh, wait. Ah, it still misses. Okay, now he's going to make a long sword attack as he makes a bite. Come on, dude. Oh. I believe a 24 hits Mort.
Yeah, he's
Not
got
really.
16
All right.
He is 18, I think.
plus his dex.
He will
which is
take
2.
11 slashing damage. And then one more longsword attack is going to be a 23 to hit. And he will take 18 slashing damage from that. And that is all the werewolf will do. Actually, he's going to try and shove Mort. So could I get someone roll me an athletics check for Mort? Oh, that's a nat 20.
Flat 10.
And he just pushes Mort down.
That was rude.
And makes his way into combat.
Mort's down.
No, he just got pushed over.
All right.
He only
Cassidy,
took,
it's your turn.
36 damage.
Alright, so since that guy just moved up to me, I'm just gonna go ahead and start whacking at him.
All right.
And he's no longer invisible.
What?
Does the cloak drop if he attacks too?
No, like I have to physically put down
Break
the hood.
Okay, you gotta break the.
I gotta
okay.
take down the hood too. So technically, I'm still invisible, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they don't know where I am. But let's have a go at it. That is going to be a 19 on the die, which is a critical hit.
All right.
And this is going to be force damage.
It says that it does break the effect.
Oh shit.
It
The
does.
cloak's invisibility, while powerful, is still subject to the rules for the invisibility spell.
Ah, okay. So it won't be
Does it give
invisible.
you greater invisibility?
But you can reactivate the invisibility without casting a spell by putting the
I'm really
hood
happy
back
you
on.
weren't watching
Yeah.
porn just now.
I don't remember having my audio.
That is going to be. 32 points of force damage. Magical
Okay.
force damage.
As you hit, it seems to just on the it feels like you're hitting like a piece of metal, and it just he looks at you and he goes, "I take it you didn't learn much about your curse, did you, boy?"
So you hear Braddock through the woods.
6 silver.
So I technically still have this. Can I take out the silver gauntlets that I was using on myself and then just try to whack him with it?
You.
Just swat him on the nose.
I mean, it's
with a
an
gauntlet.
improvised weapon, but yeah, you can do that if you want.
Okay.
I don't think you get to add your proficiency, but if you hit him, you get to add your strength.
Yeah, tavern brawler. Then yeah, but, I
That.
think it's a D4.
So would it just be a flat roll then?
Yeah, it's a flat D4.
A flat D4? Okay.
At least I think, to my knowledge, that's improvised.
Yeah. Unless you have.
Unless you give it something bigger, but honestly, a gauntlet I see being
Yeah.
a D4.
Yeah. It hurts him. Yeah.
So to hit, that is going to be a 17.
What movie was that from?
That is a miss.
I know there was
Okay.
a movie once I saw where somebody pulled out a white little glove, slapped somebody with it for a challenge, and to accept it back, a guy took a gauntlet off of somebody,
Roll
slapped
third
it,
attack
Robin-
with the main action.
Robin-
Robin Hood in
That is
time.
going to be
It's like, I know, I've seen it. That's what I like too.
Bastard 20.
That hits.
Okay, and so then damage, it would just be a D4.
A D4. Yep. Because you're not used to fighting with this.
Right. So then 3 silver.
So that actually hurts him. You see, he hits and he's like, "Clever boy." He's going to. Anything else?
Still got a bonus action.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Stealing Mort's
19
move.
or higher. Wisdom save.
That's a fail.
I think
All
I
right.
still take elemental.
You what?
So I'm in my head. I'm like werewolves. Yeah, I still think they could take elemental damage. It's just weapon damage from things that are not silvered.
I thought that because it would be immunity from bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. But
Here's my argument for what happened and why I still think it's okay.
okay.
It's coming, yes, it's a magical source of damage, but it's coming specifically from a non-silvered weapon in that variety. Specifically, weapon. Using the rules, weapon makes it to where it doesn't work. You just cast Fireball, that's its own thing.
Okay. Where did the other
Dissimulate.
Because I'm just
Would
like,
work.
I think a lightning bolt could take down a were. Like,
that is going to be 18 points.
otherwise,
of
they're
necrotic
effectively
damage.
just a moron.
Nice
There's
as
no
it
silver around.
pulls some blood away from its snout. And he's gonna come at you with, he's gonna take a bite at you.
Okay.
He's gonna do a bite.
Oh, never mind, he can't. He's gonna slash.
He's gonna do a biting.
That is going to be a 21 to hit.
That does not hit.
All right. Then Servia, it's your turn.
You know what's super fun about campsites? Everybody's really close together.
Fireball?
Centered on myself.
Okay. This guy, and this guy. I'll have to make con saves because I'm using destructive wave.
All right. Big wolf gets a 21. Smaller wolf gets a 16. Armadillo got a 19. Hippo got a 20. Smallest wolf got a 20. What were the other ones? You said the wolf with the sword. Okay.
These 6 and this guy. This guy's out of range.
Oh, okay. So, fail, succeed, fail.
And the
You remember that.
just for FYI's, my spell save is 20.
Okay.
Now I gotta look up the damage real quick.
What'd you do, Fireball?
Destructive wave.
Oh, okay.
Because then I can choose.
Isn't
who
it
takes
5d10 and 5d10?
It's 5d6.
Oh, it's d6? Okay.
You get to choose the damage. "19 thunder
All right.
and 29 radiance."
Nice, as it blasts all of them and they let out various squeals and roars. You guys have the distinct smell of burnt and singed hair.
And I will start a bardic performance
All right.
with my bonus action.
Okay. Lycanthrope's turn.
He's going to burrow underground.
Wiki!
Yep. Let's see. Actually,
So close.
no, he's gonna and jump. Oh no, he just sends it. Jump. Whoops, that's what happens.
You just killed Ron. You monster.
Oh, and anybody who failed was knocked prone.
Okay,
Just
so
FYI. You said this one failed.
prone. So they had to spend half
The
movement to
guy's
get up.
flanking me still.
So he would have only been able to get this far. He'll go here. He can only get that far. He can reach, but he can't flank you.
Technically, the bear and
The other wolf dude
wolf
are.
are the only ones who can. Currently, there may be options opening up in the future.
Yeah. It's an open
I
application.
don't know what that would be from.
All right.
Maybe some ability I can do.
Let's see. Oh, Cassidy, you're first. Of course.
Oh, Cassidy. Oh, Cassidy.
Does 21 hit you?
21 does not hit.
All right. It's going to do one tail attack. Ooh. Does the 26 hit you?
A 26 does hit.
All right. You get whipped by its tail, and it grabs your ankle and rips your ass up from underneath you. And you fall prone as it whips you with the tail. You only take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Well, that's all he can fucking do on his turn. He wasted trying to whiff at you. You should have done that fucking first.
Mort, that guy's going to attack him. Ooh. Does a 20 hit Mort? I think his AC is 19.
It does, I think. Hit him. He has an 18 or 20, so.
Yeah. All right. Mort is going to take 20 slashing damage. Silvered.
I got his character sheet pulled up. His AC is 19.
Okay, and then he's going to take a bite. That is going to be a hit. It's a 17 on the dice. And then he's going to take one more. That's a fucking miss. Okay. So the bite is going to do 10 piercing damage, and I need someone to roll me a con save for Mort.
2.
Ooh.
With his con save, that would be a 11.
All right. Well, he is now afflicted with were-crocodile lycanthropy.
Okay.
Nothing to worry about right now.
He also has a remove curse, so I'm not as worried about.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about us necessarily getting lycanthropy when we have people who can just go. Gone.
Yeah, these aren't like Odessa's version of the curse.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Braddock. It's a 19 on the dice. Just put them at a
20 what?
20. Sorry, 26.
That does hit me right now.
Okay.
I'm like,
only
hold
one
on,
hit,
that's
though.
actually close.
All right, you are going to take 16 slashing damage. Silvered.
8.
Um,
I'm raging.
let me see. We'll go to the end of the turn and then we'll call it for the night. There's the werewolf.
That's right. My 88 temp HP. No. We finally burned through all that.
Okay, and that is going to be a 24 to hit.
Me?
Does that hit you? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
It slings off against you, and then the water buffalo, who does not get advantage, that is a nat 20, though. I don't think Mort can see you. You can...
That's reaction, but yeah, keep
Yeah.
going.
No.
Keep going with what you're doing. Cause
No,
that's
he
gonna-
slashes. The water buffalo slashes you with its...
You said silvered?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let's keep going. Nat 20, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to redeflect onto the bear.
All right. It flings and Pachung slashes, and he's like, "You motherfucker!" He's like,
Why would you do that to your friend? That's your friend.
Your
Look at what
family,
your
you
friend
said
is doing to you. Are you going to take that from your friend here?
I'm sorry. Mort is
You should
going
have a
to-
discussion.
Let's get Jessica
God.
out.
Well, first he's got to get back up. 'cause
Everybody
he's
give me
prone.
1 minute.
Pause. Time out.
He doesn't necessarily have to.
It's Mort's
Oh.
turn?
Yes.
I feel like he would be like, oh my god, a kid just died in front of me. I have to address this.
That one.
Yeah.
And he would not try to attack
All the attacks on
the thing
Marius.
attacking him.
By the hippo guy just takes a bite at you.
Mari's just
Come at me, bro.
So he will
Stop
cast.
punching.
He's bobbing and weaving
He'll
like
cast
Ali.
Cure Wounds on the kid and bring him up. As the spell hits Terry, he stands up, looking around.
Mort can roll a hit dice. I think he's a D8.
You got a 4 plus 5, so 9
plus 10.
plus 10. 14. Nice. Okay. Ron, Mari, it's your turn.
Okay. So Mare is going to take the first action, and he is going to dash 160 feet into the air.
All right.
And then he is going to pull out his last deadfall arrow.
All right.
And he is going to aim it straight at that fucking hippo that
All
just
right.
tried to attack.
Go for it. So as he leaves, the hippo will get an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
It's going to be 21 to hit.
On Mare,
Yes.
miss.
Mare becomes a were-hippo.
Wouldn't that be
A were-hippo dragon.
Oh, a were-drippo. Dragon, hippo.
A really attractive, fashionable dragon.
Yep, a were-drippo.
Okay,
The
so
wear drip
let's...
is here.
At night, I'd be wearing the
This
best
is what
clothes.
Cassidy should have done.
Okay, so it's...
Where Riz?
7, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I was just... Okay, yeah, so... so plus 8 if I want to do the sharpshooter, right?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck me sideways, that's an 11.
Oh,
No.
No.
You have Ranic inspiration
and
the Bardic.
Serbia.
And Serbia.
Okay, hold on. So that's
the
an
Braddock.
11.
Maybe. I don't know.
Wait,
Might-
no,
might
I
have
already used the
it.
Ronic. What's the
If you have
Serbia?
the
D6?
Serbia.
D10.
D10?
Oh shit, it was a D10. Well, I could have rolled higher. I still made a save earlier, but...
Okay. Come on.
It's almost a D12.
Come on.
Then you got the Ranic inspiration.
Okay. What did I say? I was at 11.
Yep.
Fuck.
13. You have a Braddock, possibly.
You have Ranic.
What's
which
my...
is a D6.
Okay,
D6.
so hold on. So I'm at 13.
You rolled 2 ones?
18.
18.
On the hippo,
Yeah.
that hits the hippo.
Thank God. Jesus. Ugh, after all that work. All that work. A freaking deadfall arrow, and it still almost missed the asshole. God damn. Okay.
But now, perfectly on the asshole.
Yep, perfect.
Straight in.
You hit that chocolate starfish right on there, Chief.
Oh God, you
We just
popped
see the
his rusty
hippo's
balloon
face
knot.
for 1 millisecond, just like...
Okay, so that's...
Then he gets flattened by a log.
What, do I get, like, cause
Yep, you'll get extra fall damage. I'll roll that here.
Okay.
120 feet. So that's actually the maximum. That goes up to 10d6. That's as high as it goes.
It's an extra 36 damage on top of whatever you were
Extra
about to roll.
36?
Yep.
Okay. So that's gonna be like a 13 plus 36.
Plus
49.
12. Plus 10.
Because you charged you.
59.
Oh, yeah, okay. So 39?
59
59.
altogether.
59.
Nice. As it smashes down, he
So he...
just like pushes it off him and is like just like
Hey,
spits
look,
up
we
blood.
found the weapon that's not silver.
Oh,
that still works.
that was
It's
your
called a
first
log.
attack.
Well, he
Yeah.
shot it out of his
silver
his
bow.
silver bow, and it adds the silver quality to any ammunition shot out of it.
So it's
Oh.
a silver log.
Hold on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, hold on. If he's gonna try to push the log off, he has to make a DC 15 strength save to...
He might be able to.
He barely did it. He did
Okay.
not roll great.
That's fair.
Yeah, pretty much that's the sound. You guys hear that echo throughout the forest.
What was that?
All right.
Okay, so then
Just look at the weird
he's
things
gonna
fighting
just...
meat you
He has
eat.
5 more
Yeah.
arrows he can shoot.
Shoot him. Go for it.
Alright, so
Almost
he's...
Dave.
And then you guys
Dave
ready for
makes
Talani? We just got her and Terry, and that'll be the end of the turn after this.
I can
I'm
run
gonna-
around.
I'm
Okay,
not
I figured
gonna
you know
do-
wrestlers really well.
I'm not gonna do sharpshooter on
Okay.
this because I'm rolling
Suplexes
like
the
hot
werewolf.
ass.
Yeah, I
and
figured
wanna make
somebody's
sure.
fucked.
So that was an
Where is
18.
the-
I feel like Talani's gonna
It's
use...
over there. It's that
John,
soft cover
you wanna
hanging.
hand me the
18.
I feel like Talani's gonna use
the
one of them
Runa
as a
book.
weapon
Runa
to
is the
attack
soft
another.
cover.
Runa book over there?
The Runa book.
It's the soft cover hanging down. Thank you.
Talani
So an
does her
18 and a
special form of
24.
AoE.
Yep,
She
18, 24
grabs
hit.
one and uses
24
it as a weapon
again.
against
24.
another one.
23.
Nice.
And last
Possibility.
one.
Actually.
24 again.
Nice. All hit.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Damn,
Are
now
you
I wish I
cons-
would have taken sharpshooter.
It's
Are you
okay.
consilvered
Better
silver?
safe than sorry in this moment.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's
Alright.
right.
Uh,
You're not a weapon, are you?
Okay. So let's see, D8. So that's
she's
going to
gonna
be
have to grab a weapon
3,
off of somebody
10,
because she doesn't have her barrel. with her.
15,
She's gonna have to do like
21,
bone
24 plus 40, so 64.
Nice. This blood everywhere, but he like just is still on the ground and like shakes, and you can see there's blood pouring from all of them. But this thick hippo hide, he's like looking for something to throw at you up there.
Stop it!
That's the end of my turn.
All right, it's Talani's turn.
All right. Is either the boar or the werewolf or the other werewolf holding a weapon? Silvered.
Not right now.
What about this guy?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be an attack of opportunity from the two, the boar and the wolf.
I'll take it.
All right. That was a D10, not a D20.
So it fails.
Right. That's going to be a 21 to hit Talani.
I believe that does it. Yeah.
All right.
I believe her AC's 20.
With the boar, he gives her a gore. That's going to be 11 piercing.
Okay.
And then the werewolf, that's a miss. That's just barely a 20. I think that hurts. That is going to be 13 slashing with his claw.
Okay. I mean, she has that anyway.
Yeah.
She's gonna go up to the guy with the silvered weapon. Hi, I want that, and she's gonna try to actually rip it out of his hands.
All right.
She grapples
I think it's
the sword.
contested.
Yeah,
I mean, I
grapples
guess
the
she can
sword.
grapple his hand. We can roll for a grapple the hand if that's what she's trying to do, or if she just tries to like.
I think effectively what it is, she will make a grapple check to like grapple his
Okay.
arm, so it's easier to wrench the.
Athletics.
Well, that's a double 6 plus her insane bonus, which I think is like
It's like a plus 13 at least.
It's she's got expertise.
She is, I think, she is like plus 3. Yeah, it's a 19 is what I got.
Rollies.
Okay. 31.
Oh, okay. I rolled high, but not that high. And she manages to grapple the hand. Now I need a strength to rip it from his hands. A strength check.
Okay.
She still makes
Gift of
disadvantage.
luck. Oh, she does anyways. Okay. Nat 20.
She literally rolled a nat 22. I swear to fucking God. I was like, the only way they're going to do this is if they, and you're like, nat 20. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? All right, let's do it again. I swear to fucking God, it's another nat 20.
So I would gift a luck my already roll. Just to try this for funsies. I did not nat 20.
All right, so it stays in the hand, but he's still grappled.
Okay.
Double nat 20s. Oh my god.
You.
Hold
on. You're
I have an
staying.
idea. Holding the arm.
Can I buy
Stop
that dice?
hitting yourself!
Disadvantage, but I'll let you do it. Fucking hilarious.
He has to flex. He has to flex to not hit himself.
Pretty much. That's the disadvantage roll.
Oh, okay. What does she have? Like a plus 13 or something?
Yeah.
To attack, yeah, it's a plus 13. Too.
Well, improvised weapon,
Oh,
technically?
well, that's why she's got the plus 13.
Okay.
Because
That's
she
the
does have
proficiency
the
plus
stuff
the
that
strength.
she does have the stuff that allows it.
Yeah.
They use
They
improvised
just
weapons
naturally
all the time.
get it.
Mm-hmm.
She has a plus 16 or a 16 altogether. I don't know if that hits right now.
That does not
But
hit.
she's got Rannick.
But she's got,
That
yeah.
she should use.
Yep.
'cause the session's over.
19.
That just hits. So roll 2d10. That's the
And
the
large.
specific sword damage.
Yeah. Okay. 2d10.
Because instead of it being a real improvised weapon, she's literally hitting them with the weapon itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2d10
Plus her
piercing.
strength.
Yeah, piercing plus her
Silver.
strength.
13, 8. No, she has like a plus 3, so 16 damage.
All right. Oh, you little bitch.
That is very rude.
I know.
How dare you, sir? We are going to have a serious discussion about boundaries and what you call a lady.
Is that the end of her turn?
Yeah.
I think that's hilarious. All right, we will end on this button. Cassidy, as you're standing up, you feel
A curse.
your
Coming back.
armor start to get overwhelmingly hot as you recognize the heat metal spell being cast
Yes.
on you. And you see across the way, Terry's hands are out, and he's like, We got him, Captain! And he looks at the wolf. Oh, I've been waiting for this day for so long, Dad! What? And that's where we're gonna pick up next week.
That's fucked up.
Oh, you also
He's on the
take
same side as someone who just killed him.
8 fire damage. You guys notice as he stands up, there's no sword wound. It looks like he went in through, but went like underneath. There's no blood mark from the wound.
Well, fuck.
We got him, Dad. When I heard that originally, I was like, who you been banging?
Well, I don't know, how old are you, Cassidy?
30.
He's 10 years old.
Uh-oh.
Last week when you guys were like, oh, I think we got a brother situation, I'm like, come on.